All right, so today we're diving into an animal that's a living paradox, an animal that is somehow both everywhere and nowhere at all, the African leopard. This is a creature so perfectly built for survival and for stealth that it can literally live on the edge of our world, completely unseen. So let's get into what makes it such an incredible master of adaptation. I mean, that quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures what this cat is all about. You know, you think of lions and you think of this big, loud, social power that commands the savannah. The leopard, it's the complete opposite. It moves through that same world like a ghost, a solitary shadow that walks alone. So first up, Africa's phantom predator. And we call it that for a very simple and kind of mind-blowing reason. Even though it's got the widest range of any big cat, you almost never, ever see one. And that right there is the central puzzle of the leopard. Think about this. It has the biggest distribution of any big cat on the entire planet. We're talking dense, humid rainforests and bone-dry deserts. It thrives in both. And yet it stays a complete phantom. It's a testament to just how secretive and solitary this animal truly is. So you have to ask, how does it pull off this incredible vanishing act? Well, that brings us right to its design. Let's look at the anatomy of an apex hunter. We're going to break down the biological toolkit that makes this cat so ridiculously good at what it does. The number one tool in its stealth kit is, of course, that incredible coat. It's a perfect example of what's known as crypsis. And this isn't just a beautiful pattern, you know? It's a life or death piece of equipment. It's meticulously designed to shatter its outline, to just break up its shape, so that the cat literally melts into the dappled light of the bush. And what's really wild is that this camouflage is incredibly fine-tuned. Those iconic spots, the rosettes, they actually change depending on where the leopard lives. In East Africa, they tend to be more circular to blend in with the plants there. But you head down south, and you'll see they're often a bit more square. These are precise regional adaptations, all designed to keep them invisible. It's amazing. But all that stealth is backed up by some serious power. A big male leopard can top out at 90 kilograms. That's nearly 200 pounds. So while it's not the biggest cat out there, it is arguably the strongest, pound for pound. It's just a compact frame packed with dense, powerful muscle. And one of the biggest secrets to its power is right here in the shoulder blade, the scapula. It's uniquely shaped to anchor these massive climbing muscles. Now, this isn't just for climbing trees for fun. This is the source of that almost unbelievable strength that lets a leopard haul prey more than twice its own weight straight up into the canopy. Okay, so we've seen the toolkit. Now let's see how the master uses it. That brings us to the art of the stalk, because a leopard doesn't just hunt. Its whole strategy is a masterclass in patience and absolute precision. You can almost think of the hunt as a 3-act play. Act 1 is the stalk, using every shadow, every blade of grass to get impossibly close. Act 2 is the ambush, a sudden, violent explosion of speed. And the finale? A swift, suffocating bite to the throat. It is silent, it is efficient, and it is brutally effective. And just think about that precision for a second. A leopard will patiently, silently creep to within just 5 to 10 meters of its target. That is incredibly close. From there, it launches, hitting nearly 60 kilometers an hour in an instant. But here's the kicker. If that first pounce fails, it almost never gives chase. It just melts back into the shadows to wait for the next perfect moment. So what exactly is on the menu? Well, pretty much everything. And this is where the leopard's adaptability just goes off the charts. It has the broadest diet of any large carnivore. I mean, it'll eat anything from dung beetles and fish all the way up to impala. This willingness to eat whatever's available is a huge key to its survival. It lets it thrive where a more specialist hunter would just starve. All right, this next part brings us to the leopard's most iconic and, honestly, most astounding behavior. Let's talk about its larder in the trees. Yep, you heard that right. It creates a pantry up in the sky. Now, this takes a huge amount of energy. So you have to wonder, why do it? Why go through all the trouble of hauling a heavy carcass straight up the trunk of a tree? To put this feat into perspective, a male leopard that weighs about 58 kilograms has been seen hoisting a young giraffe carcass, weighing over 125 kilos, high up into the branches. That's more than double its own body weight. The pound-for-pound strength is just staggering. The reason for all that incredible effort is actually pretty simple. Thieves. On the ground, a leopard's kill is an open invitation to lions and hyenas. By hoisting it up a tree, it secures its hard-won meal. It creates a safe deposit box where it can feed in peace for days. Okay, so for millennia, this amazing combination of stealth, power, and intelligence has made the leopard the ultimate survivor. But that brings us to our final section, the ultimate survivor's gamble. Because its greatest challenge isn't in the past, it's happening right now. You see, this incredible adaptability, what scientists call behavioral plasticity, is why the leopard is the only big cat that can still survive right on the fringes of our world, in places where lions and tigers vanished a long, long time ago. They really are the phantoms living just beyond our backyards. But even that supreme adaptability is being pushed to its absolute limit, 75%. Let that number sink in. That's roughly how much of the leopard's historic home has simply been erased. 3/4 of their world has vanished under the footprint of human activity. And the pressures are just immense. Their habitat is being destroyed, chopped up into little pieces. They're still being poached illegally for their beautiful skins and for body parts. And of course, as they're pushed closer and closer to us, they're often killed in retaliation for taking livestock. Which leaves us with this final lingering question. The leopard truly is nature's ultimate survivor, an animal that seems engineered to persist against all the odds. But in a world that is so rapidly running out of wild spaces, running out of shadows, can even the most perfect adapter survive when there's just no more room for ghosts?